All right, welcome to Valley View High School for tonight's MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. Jared Bergstrom alongside Jeff Allen. It is the Valley View Spartans who will be all in white. Will be hosting the Oakwood Lumberjacks in an intense Southwest Buckeye League showdown. We're going to throw it over to the tonight's PA announcer for the starting introductions.
Welcome to Valley View High School for tonight's junior varsity basketball game between the visiting Oakwood Lumberjacks and the Valley View Spartans. At this time, we'd like to announce the starting lineups. First for the Oakwood Lumberjacks. Number 4, Jack Epley. Number 11, Dan Flannery. Number 12, Mason Delarzik. Number 21, Christian Reynolds. And number 25, Patrick O'Hara. Coaching the Lumberjacks is Adam Westner. Now for the Valley View Spartans. Number 1, Billy Killaroot. Number 2, Logan Tays. Number 15, J.T. Ferguson. Number 23, Tanner Tobias. And number 24, Blake Setzer. Coach of the Spartans is Zach Denny.
All right, as we get ready for tip-off here, looks like it's going to be number 24 for Valley View. That is Blake Setzer going up against Oakwood's number 21, Christian Reynolds, for the tip. Oakwood wins the opening tip, and number 4, Daniel Flannery, will control it for the Lumberjacks to start the game. Reynolds drives in, shot off the glass is no good. Defensive reach by Caruth. And Blake Setzer cleaning up the boards and putting it back up, and gives Valley View the first bucket of the game for either team.
Mr. Reynolds.
Cut.
Nice cut.
2-point basket.
Daniel Flannery.
Straight from the off-ball screen. Good help, Christian.
Caruth left open and drives in, kicks it back out, and he throws it away.
Billy Caruth almost didn't stare it down all the way.
Intended to J.T. Ferguson for the Spartans.
It was about 2 feet off there. Nice organized movement there by Oakwood, but
Valley View, I think, stepped on the line, so they'll stay with Oakwood.
very good hustle there. And number 23 for Valley View, Tanner Tobias.
Still there.
Inbound pass goes to
Let's go, you're open.
Mason Tellerzik. Flannery drives in and drives right back out of the paint. Now he drives in and drew the foul on number 2, Logan Tays of Valley View.
Tight.
Valley View foul on Logan Tays.
Jack, you know the option that we're looking for? Yep.
Inbound pass right underneath the basket to 21, Christian Reynolds.
A nice cut. A lot of strategic movement on offense by Oakwood. Started to pull the beginning of the game in their favor.
And a foul down low. That'll be on number 25, Patrick O'Hara, and the Lumberjacks.
Questionable pass there by Tays, forcing it because of the play drawn. And Tays is the inbounder.
Inbounds it to Tanner Tobias. Down low to Setzler, and Setzer gets the basket to fall, and I believe he has both baskets for the Spartans here early. And Oakwood almost throws it out of bounds. Flannery kicks it over in the corner. That is number 11,
He misses, and that goes out of bounds, so very fortunate for Valley View. Get a chance to get an early lead and a really nice momentum swing. Takes the screen.
By Setter, and you can count the basket, and Tobias is going to go to the line to shoot the and one.
But Blake Setzer so far, and their 3 scores has been a part of every one.
On Christian Reynolds. At the line shooting one for the Spartans, Tanner Tobias.
Making very heady plays in the post.
Tobias' free throw is up and good.
The 3-point play is Tanner Tobias.
And now Oakwood's going to bring the ball back up the court quickly, and Flannery drives into the paint, and it is stolen away. And I think the refs say Valley View stepped out of bounds with it, so it's going to stay with Oakwood.
It's a stingy defense by Valley View, nonetheless. Something to take with them. Oakwood trying to find some space on the inbound, and
it was tipped. Caruth corrals himself, and he's going to reset, and he's going to drive wide open paint way high off the glass, and it touched the top of the backboard.
He had tunnel vision there at the end.
And at the beginning of that play, Setter, he was the one who tipped it to let the ball deflect towards Caruth.
Yeah, I think he was just determined to take that floater. Flannery passing it to 11 on the wing. Nice dish down to Patrick O'Hara, but misses the post move and misses the offensive rebound too.
And I think O'Hara just picked up his second foul.
Patrick O'Hara had that in his hands.
And number 1, Matt Flannery is going to come in for him.
Dish down to Setzer now, hand off.
And Tobias traveled.
Hey, it's just being open. Player's choice.
The only freshman on Valley View's roster is in right now, number 15, JT Ferguson.
Good cut, I like that.
He's also seen some varsity playing time over the course of the season as well. Number 11 with the drive in between the defense, and it is off again. Lumberjacks missing a lot of layups early.
Setter with the rebound gives it over to Tobias, and Tobias dishes. That 3 was no good by number 2, Logan Tays.
But he hustles and saves it. Caruth taking a one-on-one. Not even looking about. Oh, there we go. Pass it to Tobias.
Screen by Setter. Tobias kicks it over into the corner to Ferguson. Ferguson drives baseline, can't hit the floater. And number 21, Reynolds, comes up with the rebound for the Lumberjacks.
So out of bounds for the Lumberjacks. A lot of quick mistakes. Not very fluent decision making early for Oakwood.
Oakwood's trying to make a lot of up-court passes that I don't really think they need to be making this early in the game. And with the amount of turnovers they have, they're lucky that they're only down 3 points. Tobias drives in, kicks it out to number 10, Scholler. And now Tays kicks it over to Ferguson.
JT Ferguson.
Ferguson lost the dribble. Flannery's going to go for an easy coast-to-coast, and he ends the scoring drought for the Lumberjacks.
And that's money, the most efficient way to end a scoring drought. A fast break, a layup. Nice hustle there by Daniel Flannery. Ferguson taking the screen from Setzer. Takes the 3.
3's no good, and the long rebound corralled by Matt Flannery.
That was a bold pull up there. Oh, wow, what a fantastic defensive play.
Tobias.
Logan Tays hesitating for the 3, but passing it out to Ferguson. Will re-corral the offense.
I don't think the Valley View coach liked that. I saw him over jumping up and down after he passed up the wide open 3. And Ferguson has that one swatted away.
Oh, and what a heads-up play by Daniel Flannery. Gets the steal in the behind-the-back pass for the outlet.
Flannery has the ball in the corner, guarded by Tobias. 3 on the way for the Lumberjacks is no good by number 4, Daniel Flannery. Three in the corner is good by number 10, Cameron Scholler.
And you hear Oakwood's junior varsity head coach, Adam Wessner, calling for movement. And there you go, got some there.
For number 11, Dan Flannery.
Scholler has it and a screen the other way. Turnover for Valley View. Foul was on number 24, Blake Setzer. That's his first, team's second.
Number 34, Owen Harvey.
And Owen Harvey checks in the game for the Spartans.
For the Lumberjacks, Christian Reynolds will come back in down low. And a travel.
As Flannery planted the pivot foot too early and drug it.
And Scholler on the inbound. Ferguson will take point this possession.
Kicks it over to Scholler. Gives it back to Ferguson.
Ferguson trying to create his own offense here.
Gives it to Taze in the corner. Cross court pass to Tobias. And
finally a
Scholler's
three.
going to shoot a three. No good. Ball poked away but corralled by the Lumberjacks. And then Taze comes up court with it, and he's going to slow down.
Good job of slowing it down and kicking it to Ferguson for the good shot.
Oakwood has a chance to take the first lead of the game. Pass in the paint, but corralled.
Tried to dish off.
Drive into the paint, count it, and one.
Christian Reynolds puts Oakwood back up by one. An opportunity for another free throw right here.
Foul was on
The
number
one.
23, Tanner Tobias. His first, team's third.
At the line for the Lumberjacks, Christian Reynolds shooting one.
Free throw is up and good.
Christian Reynolds completes the three-point play.
And Oakwood's up two with 22.3 seconds left in the opening quarter of our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. And Tobias is going to bring the ball court slowly, and I believe Oakwood's going to try and hold it for the last shot. Well, they're going to throw it away. And Oakwood's going to take over possession with 14.2 seconds left.
Mason Talerzik just checked in for Christian Reynolds after that three-point play. So he's out there for Oakwood. Wessner calling a play. And that half-court offense, and it gets deflected.
But it's going to stay with the Lumberjacks with 8 seconds left.
Good off-ball defense there by Cameron Scholler.
And that is a over and back.
Lack of awareness there by Matt Flannery.
So 3 turnovers in about 4 seconds of gameplay. And Valley View will have the last, well, maybe the last shot with 6.9 seconds left.
After an array of miscues,
Ferguson drives in, kicks out, stolen away. Shot does not count, as Flannery had a shot at it, and that is how the first quarter ends. Oakwood closes the gap considerably and ends that on a 5-1 run. It leads 12-10 after the first quarter. What stood out to you in that first quarter on the Oakwood side, especially after they started settling down and making those easy layups?
Well, I think it was just a bunch of swing of momentum and a bunch of moments that had that, and not even positive momentum, just negative momentum. Who's making mistakes at the moment? And Valley View early making a lot of errant plays, and then Oakwood paying them back, and it was just back and forth with miscommunication. And so we'll see how long that lasts, Jared.
Well, for Valley View, I mean, number 24, Blake Setzer, he came in and had the first 2 baskets for Oakwood, but they have not given him the ball at all since the rest of the quarter. So I don't know if maybe that's something Valley View goes back and looks at. But, I mean, I think I mean, he's been a part of every scoring play so far, either assisting or deflecting a ball leading to another pass. So it'll be interesting to see if Valley View goes back to him later in this game if it remains close as it is.
And I'll tell you right now, whoever tightens their fundamentals first and consistently plays like that throughout the game will win.
We have 2 new players on the court for the Lumberjacks, or for the Spartans. You have number 3, Max Kozarek, and number 40, Ben Owens.
Number 13, Jason Hugh, and number 15, Joe Lauterbach. Into the game for the Spartans, number 3, Max Kozarek, and number 40, Ben Owens.
Valley View. Oakwood's moving 2-3 zone seems to be working so far. It leaves a wide open 3 in the corner, no good.
Wow, the hustle from Mason Talarczyk, just muscling that loose ball.
No space over there, Jason.
And Jason Hu will come in, younger brother of Daniel Hu.
Good.
And the hesitation causes a travel from Brandon Cahill.
Where hasn't the ball gone? Get that ball slow. Because you're just driving into more people, right? Go where the space is. All right, hey, just stop.
Caruth will inbound to Kozarek. Caruth has it in the corner, gives it to Owens. Owens back to Caruth. Caruth kicks it over to Schaller. 3 is no good by Scholler.
And I think it's interesting on that play how often Blake Setzer is calling for the ball in the high post. The big man is hungry. Billy Caruth will inbound it now under their own rim.
And he hits the inbound, or hits the backboard on the inbound pass.
He tried to get some separation for Setzer there. Interesting stack. Trying to hit Setzer again, still gets it to him.
Now Kozarek will regroup right of the key. Owens spin move, kicks it back out to Setzer. Caruth will drive to the paint. Caruth down low to Setzer, gives it off to Owens, and that'll be a 3 in the corner is good by Max Kozarek.
Some really nice patience there by the Spartans.
Now Valley View pulling out of the full court press, and is stolen away by Scholler. Scholler looking to go coast to coast after the steal, and it does.
Such a nice trap there. Valley View getting the ball rolling, taking advantage of this momentum.
Gives it off to Cahill. Cahill loses it on the way up, and but it will stay with the Lumberjacks.
Carolina.
Valley View on a quick 5-0 run here to start this second quarter. Inbound pass will go to Cahill under the basket, and he gets an easy layup.
Nice cut. Gotta make that happen a little bit faster, though. Almost got jammed up on that play.
Kozarek hands off to Scholler. Scholler gives it off to Setzer, and Setzer threw it to the Lumberjacks. Trapped in the corner, gives it off. That'll be number 12, Mason Kozarek with the shot, no good. Up court pass to Cahill. And the loose ball is tracked down by the Lumberjacks, and it is a jump ball in favor of Oakwood. You're going to see number 21, Gage Stillwell, check in for Setzer.
Hu taking the trap, dribbling past it. It's kicked to Lauterbach.
Lauterbach gets it right back, and it is turned over. Kozarek gonna bring it up court, gives it off to Owens. And it's gonna stay with Valley View. You see Kozarek's earlier 3. That was right after he checked into the game. Hands off to Scholler now. Caruth has it, kicks it back out to Owens.
The rotations are very zone-like. It's very interesting right now.
Owens shoots a deep three. Rebound goes to number 15, Louderback.
Get it swamped. Get it swamped.
Hugh drives baseline, kicks it out. Reynolds for three. Reynolds three hits the front of the rim, but Louderback tracks it down. It's going to go out of bounds off of Oakwood.
Got Kozarek taking it up now. Kick to Caruth.
Over to Stillwell, back to Kozarek.
A lot of movement early for Valley View.
Stillwell drives in. Stillwell looked like it was blocked on the way up.
Drove with confidence, though. Now Oakwood. Levin gets to the top of the key. Kick to Talerzik in the corner. Three just off.
Stillwell with the rebound. Kozarek drives in, kicks it to Caruth in the corner. Caruth's going to launch a three. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Stillwell. And the putback, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two.
And good perseverance there. After the offensive rebound, staying with the shot, drawing the and one. Almost the and one.
Fouls on number 15, Joe Louderback, his first, team's fifth. First free throw is up and good for Stillwell. Second one is up and good too, so 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Hugh gets out of the corner, trap. Gives it off to Reynolds. Reynolds going to drive into the paint. Shot off the glass, no.
Tried to draw the foul there. Just missed it.
Kozarek kicks it over to Owens in the corner. Owens' three is good. And it doubles the Spartans' lead to 6. Louderback gives it to Reynolds at half court. Reynolds drives into the paint, kicks it out. Three on the way from Oakwood, and it's good.
That should have been a foul. And the Valley View defender did not allow number 11 to land.
Owens' three on the other way, no good. Flannery brings it up court and gives it right back to Louderback, gives it off to Hugh. Hugh's going to drive into the paint, shoot the floater, and it's good. And Oakwood, quick 5 points scored, and they're down 1 with 2 minutes left in the half.
Efficient bucket in transition. The athleticism by Hugh to get it down there.
Kozarek kicks it over to Owens, right back to Kozarek. Over to Scholler in the corner. Gives off to Caruth. Caruth thought about the three. Kozarek back to Owens. Owens is going to shoot the three. It is no good. And over the back foul, I think will be called on Caruth.
Foul on Billy Caruth.
Now you've seen Flannery check in for, it looked like Louderback checked off the court for the Lumberjacks.
And who will take the point now?
Flannery gives it back to Hugh. Hugh shot off the glass, no good. A minute and a half left in the first quarter, or first half. Three on the corner, and it is good for Logan Tays.
Logan Tays barely set his feet on that one. That was an impressive shot from beyond the perimeter. Nice fake there.
Louderback drives in, kicks it over to Reynolds in the corner. Driving the paint, poked away.
It's very hard to get spacing when all 5 guys are circled around the perimeter.
Foul on Owen Harvey for the Spartans, his first, team's 5th. Oakwood inbound. Oakwood having trouble, gets it to Joe Louderback right underneath the rim. Goes up for the shot, can't get it to fall. Owens brings the ball up the court. Kicks it over to Tays. Tays going to shoot a three again. No good.
That'll be out of bounds and a foul.
They're going to call a foul on number 3, Max Kozarek, for the Spartans. Initial by the refs. No, they're going to call on 34. That'll be Owen Harvey's second, team 6. 49.1 seconds left in the first half.
That'll bring Setzer back in for the Spartans. Multiple possessions left in this half still.
Nice pass
Valleyview
by
with the
Hugh
trap.
down low. Reynolds corrals it, and it's poked away, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lumberjacks.
Valley View playing with a contagious intensity right now. Diving on the floor everywhere on defense.
37.3 seconds left. Gets it inbounded to Hugh. Hugh drives in. Hughes into the paint. Shot off the glass is good, and you can count it and one.
Nice athleticism and body control there to stay with that bucket.
Hugh to cut it to one. Foul was on number 3, Max Kozarek. Free throws up and good. And Oakwood is down one with 32.1 seconds left. Kozarek gets the ball back, gives it back to Owens.
Tays has it.
Tays drives into the paint. Circus shot is good. 18.6 seconds left.
Beautiful hop step, but Scholler was open in the corner there.
Flannery drives in the paint, hops in, shot off the glass is no good. 10 seconds left in the first half. Setzer up court, gives it off to Harvey. Harvey's going to shoot a three, and it's no good. Shot will not fall, and Oakwood holds a 25-22 lead going into the half. All right, here we are back to start the second half of our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. Valley View currently holds a 3-point lead, 25-22. Jeff, what do you expect Oakwood to come out and do this second half?
Well, play slower, definitely. Try to get in the half court and play with spacing, try to avoid their trap. They were very aggressive at the end of that first half, all over them.
Tobias' shot's no good, and that one is swatted away by Reynolds. Three
Ferguson
is good by JT Ferguson.
That's something they're going to have to crack down on, is those three-pointers. Going to have to get some different rotations in there or something. Reynolds with the 3. No good from the corner, and Ferguson taking this one on the break.
Gives it down low to Setzer. Setzer over in the corner for Taze. Taze is going to launch a 3. It's no good.
Great vision there by Blake Setzer.
Jack Epley with the rebound, and he's going to bring it up court. He's going to go coast to coast and can't get the basket to fall. Tobias kicks it over to Setzer. Setzer back to him, and Tobias is going to launch a 3. It's no good. Rebound goes to O'Hara for the Lumberjacks. O'Hara is going to go coast to coast. Lost it on the way up, and it's going to stay with. It's going to deflect off of O'Hara, and it's going to go to Valley View.
Interesting series of events there, but
I think this is the slowest I've seen Valley View move with the ball all night.
Should be chasing that.
Taze over to Tobias, down low to Kozarek, back out to Ferguson. Ferguson's 3 is no good. O'Hara with the long rebound for the Lumberjacks. O'Hara kicks it over to Flannery in the corner. 3 is no good. Rebound is by Tobias, and he is fouled.
And Oakwood has been missing so many layups that when you get those open 3-pointers, you have to take advantage of them or you're not going to win this game. Especially when you're having to keep up with Valley View's 3-pointers. They've been raining this whole first half.
Foul was on Christian Reynolds, his second team's first of the half. Kozarek kicks it over to Tobias. Gives it back to Kozarek. Kozarek corrals the loose ball and gets it to go.
So much movement, and give credit to Tobias on the pass, but
court pass. Flannery dishes it to Reynolds. Reynolds gets the bucket to fall. First for the Lumberjacks this half.
Valley View's off-ball movement and them slicing through Oakwood's defense is really making a difference.
Ball was deflected out of bounds by Flannery, so it's going to stay with the Spartans. Inbound pass goes to Tobias. Tobias over to Kozarek. He's going to drive baseline, kicks it out.
Stay down. Stay low. Stay low.
Tobias trying to get separation.
Looking for a crack in the defense. Tries to go baseline, but draws the foul, and that'll be number 15 for the Lumberjacks, Joe Louderback.
Oakwood foul, number 15, Joe Lauterbach.
His second, team's second of the half. And you're going to see number 33, Gavin Pryor, check into the game for Christian Reynolds.
Ahead.
Kozarek's 3 is no good. Offensive rebound by Taze. Taze on the putback, high off the glass, no good.
Gotta have it. Here we go.
Rebound by Louderback. Flannery down low to Reynolds, and Louderback is fouled on the way to the paint.
This is something Oakwood really hasn't mastered yet, but when someone leaves the post, someone should directly enter the post from another angle. It's a really good way to get movement. That's what Valley View's doing. They just can't seem to get around that. Have a lot of people lumped up in certain parts of the game.
Screen, back up.
Tobias with the screen from Setzer. Tobias drives all the way in. Shot off the glass is no good. Up court pass to Flannery. Flannery with an easy basket.
Nice aggressive transition possession there for the Lumberjacks. Hopefully for them that can swing the momentum of this game.
Setzer out to Taze. Taze drives in. Foul is on number 11, Dan Flannery. And you're going to see number 12, Mason Telzeric, check into the game for Joe Louderback.
Does a really good job on offense, passing it across the defense, back and forth. That really opens up the spacing for the cuts.
Kozarek left open for 3 on the corner on the inbound, no good. Setzer with the rebound and the putback.
Setzer showing dominance, physical dominance down low.
Pryor gives it off to Flannery. Flannery gives it off to O'Hara. Back to Flannery, back to O'Hara.
Good rotation by Valley View. Nice job by Kozarek stopping that cut.
O'Hara with the rebound, the putback, no. O'Hara with another putback.
And definitely some fouls there.
Jump ball called.
Refs letting him play, no doubt about that.
Jump balls in favor of Oakwood.
Nice scrappy exchange there down low. Still end up with the Lumberjacks.
Inbound pass to O'Hara. Gives it off to Flannery. Flannery drives in. Shot is no good. But an offensive rebound for the Lumberjacks, and he's fouled.
And it's those possessions that they need to execute the most. Keep on coming up short. Very close shot attempts rimming out, deflecting off the side.
Inbound pass to Telzeric right under the rim, and he gives it off to O'Hara, and he was fouled on the way up.
Good job of drawing the foul there. Zach O'Hara will have 2.
Foul was on number 15, JT Ferguson of the Spartans, his first, team's third. O'Hara's first one is up and no good.
Another missed opportunity here for Oakwood. Not only have they missed several layups this possession, but missed the first free throw.
O'Hara's second one is up and good. Cuts it to a 5-point game. Tobias drives in, kicks to Ferguson, over to Kozarek. Over to Scholler, he gives it back to Kozarek. Down low to Setzer.
Still haven't found anyone that can match up with him.
Ball intercepted midair, and it's intercepted right back.
Nice heads-up play there by Mason Telerzik. Valley View has done a great job of owning the post on offense, but on defense making Oakwood earn every single layup, every single bucket. It's a nice job of controlling that paint.
Inbound to O'Hara, gives it off, gives it back. Pryor pulls up and gets the easy shot to fall. Tobias drives in. Tobias thought about putting it up. Kozarek thought about a 3 momentarily. Drives in, and it is denied by Pryor. Up court pass. And that is good by Jake Epley.
A little surge of energy here.
And Oakwood quickly cuts it back to a 3-point game. Ferguson's going to shoot a 3, and it is good as Valley View doubles its lead.
Smooth movement.
Epley runs up court with it quickly.
Westner calling for some urgency from his offense, and exactly what he gets.
O'Hara's basket is good, and he'll go to the line for the 3rd point.
This free throw right here is essential, not only for the score, but for momentum's sake.
You see Billy Kruth checks in for JT Ferguson for the Spartans. Free throw is up and no good. Owen Harvey with the rebound for the Spartans. Caruth runs up court. Caruth drives into the paint, kicks it out to Tobias, kicks it over to Kozarek. His three is no good. O'Hara with the rebound, and it's stolen away by Kozarek. Kozarek's layup is no good.
Wow.
And Caruth pokes it away, and it's going to go back to the Lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks still have the ball, but let's give praise to Billy Caruth and Mark Kozarek for their hustle.
Foul down low.
That would be foul on number 34.
Number 34, Owen Harvey. It'll be his third, team sixth. And you'll see number 21, Gage Stillwell, check into the game for Harvey. Inbound pass, has to get it in. He's almost gets it in. Loses it on the way up.
Perhaps trying to draw the foul there, but
Tobias runs up court. Tobias fouled before the pass.
Oakwood got very physical there in the paint. And a common theme of this game, back and forth between both teams.
Fouls on number 15, Joe Louderback, his third, team's fourth. Caruth set to inbound for the Spartans. He gives it off to Kozarek. Kozarek over to Tobias. His three is no good. Caruth saves it from going out of bounds, but Oakwood comes up with it.
Good hustle by Cahill.
Kicks it over to Pryor. "13 seconds left, stolen by Tobias. Tobias goes coast to coast. 9 seconds left in the quarter. Cahill up court to Flannery. Flannery.
Oakwood rushing it. It gets
Flannery
fouled.
was fouled on the way up.
And that looked clean. The refs did not agree. One of the lone times tonight we've seen physicality down low get called.
Matt Flannery shooting 2.
Flannery at the line to shoot 2. 2 seconds left in the quarter.
Haven't been able to hit their free throws yet tonight.
First one is up, and it rims out.
Unfortunate for the Lumberjacks.
Here we'll get a look here at this foul. Oh, here was Tobias's steal, an easy fast break layup.
Flannery's second will go.
Point for Matt Flannery.
Up by 5, Valley
Tobias with the half-court buzzer is no good. And going into the fourth and final quarter, Valley View holds a 5-point lead, 39-34 over the Spartans. So what does Oakwood have to do to try and erase this deficit and claw back into the game?
Calm down. Take it one play at a time. I feel like they're very urgent, so it's having them make a lot of mistakes, especially when the coach is on the sideline yelling about urgency. Their mind isn't in the right place. I think they need to settle down, stop letting the Spartans pressure get to them, figure out a way to get away from the pressure.
And Oakwood's had the chances to cut this lead and tie it up at a couple different times in this game, but it's just a few errant passes or a couple extra dribbles, and Valley View's forcing the turnovers.
And communication is a huge thing. When all your guys are clumped around the perimeter and so help defense doesn't go where it needs to be, it's very hard to continuously execute in a basketball game.
And you could notice a few times in that quarter, a lot of tunnel vision by the Lumberjacks. They're just looking to go and score instead of maybe passing it and letting a play develop.
Yep, Valley View is waiting for the easiest possible bucket. Definitely can see the differences in styles of play here. We'll come out of this quarter change, and the fourth will begin.
Valley View will have it to start the fourth quarter.
Up 39-34.
Ferguson brings the ball up the court, guarded by Cahill. Gives it off to Kozeric. Kozeric gives it over to Tobias. He drives into the paint. Gives it back off. That is Owens will shoot a three. No good. O'Hara with the rebound. O'Hara gives it off to Cahill. Cahill kicks it out. It's poked out of bounds by the Spartans, so it'll stay with Oakwood.
Good awareness there by Owens, standing under the rim, clogging every possible lane. Louder back with the inbound for the Lumberjacks here.
Long inbound to Patrick O'Hara. Gives it over to Cahill, over to Tolzeric. Now back, ball poked away. Corralled by Tolzeric, though.
Tolzeric being guards really hard. Gets it off to Flannery.
Oakwood playing sloppy here, and Oakwood's coach calls a timeout.
Not getting correct spacing. Just moving at the wrong times in the wrong places.
Timeout. A 30-second timeout.
There's nothing there that time, and Valley View is consistent with this pressure. And they pick the correct times to trap. And it's not a consistent trap either. It's when they're vulnerable. The Spartan strategy is definitely reigning superior so far.
I keep hearing Oakwood's coach telling them to slow down, but it seems like Oakwood's best is at their best when they're in hurry-up transition. I mean, especially when Valley View has their bigger guys on the floor. Oakwood has the ability to get up court quicker than them for an easy basket.
Well, the only time I saw Valley View not own the paint is when Pryor was in. Pryor, for the 3 minutes he was in, made a huge impact on there and played with aggressiveness.
Inbound pass to Tolzeric, down low to O'Hara. O'Hara gives it back to...
Good play, Jared.
Yep, assist.
Joe, please be quick. You two hold. Can you hold?
Inbound pass gives Tolzeric. Three on the way. No good. Rebound by Ferguson.
Still can't execute those three-pointers.
Tobias drives in the paint. Shots no good. Oakwood with another stop. Up court. Flannery fouled on the way up. And I think Ferguson's going to be tagged for another foul.
Nice job having aggressive mindset. Made a beeline straight for the paint and took the contact.
That'll be Ferguson's third foul. You see right there, gets armed before the ball. Free throws up and good.
And the Flannery boys prone to check in. Setzer coming back in for the Spartans now.
I'm wondering if Pryor will come in eventually for the Lumberjacks. You kind of got to match tall for tall. Free throws up and no good. Rebound by Setzer. Up court pass. Owens thought about the three. Gives it over to Ferguson, who kicks it to. That was Kozeric. Tobias gets it back from Kozeric. Down low to Setzer. Setzer's layup is good.
Good positioning there by number 24. Kind of wedged to Layerzik out of there. Layerzik coming it down.
Three on the way by Oakwood, and it is good. Dan Flannery cuts it back to a three-point game. Tobias gives it to Ferguson, over to Owens. And Owens throws it away, intended to Kozeric.
Better, Mace. Better, Mace.
As you see, Epley checks into the game for Flannery. Oakwood can tie the game with this possession. Epley gives it over to O'Hara.
See Valley View tempting with the pressure up top.
Tolzeric kicks it over to O'Hara. Back over to Flannery. Flannery drives into the paint. Shot off the glass isn't good. It's a one-point game, 41-40. with 4:33 left in the game.
Almost created some space there, but Dan Flannery just didn't care. Oakwood getting back within one possession. This is huge.
Backside help, right, Joe. Hey.
Heads up play by Tolzeric to poke it away.
Come on now. Come on now.
And Valley View calls a timeout as Oakwood has cut it to a 1-point game, 41-40 with 4:17 left.
Really,
And-
without much caution, Lumberjacks come barreling back into the game.
Really, it's Valley View who's let them back into the game. Valley View, a couple turnovers that has led to quick and easy baskets for the Lumberjacks down on this end. But I still think it's going to have to, the ball is either going to have to touch Setzer's hand at some point in this possession out of the Valley View timeout. He's the only one in there with any height over almost everybody for Oakwood, because they're not bringing in Pryor at this timeout either.
Setzer has been very effective, but something Valley View hasn't looked at here in a few possessions is the cross-court pass. Really keeping the ball movement to one side of the floor, but when you get that zone leaning one way, it's so easy to have a cross-court pass, and especially the way the Spartans have been shooting the rock so far. I would watch out for that throughout the rest of the game of the Lumberjacks, is slow rotations to cross-court passes, because that can open up easy three-point opportunities, and that's the last thing you'll need.
Owens set to inbounds for Valley View. Gives it to Kozeric. Setzer headed at the top of the key, gives it back to Kozeric. Down low to Setzer. Setzer's shot is no good. Oakwood can take the lead with this possession.
Good stout defense there by Talerzik, holding his ground in the post against the taller Setzer.
Reed gives it off to Flannery. Flannery thought about the three, gives it back to Epley. Has it poked away by Owens. Or no, that is Harvey. Or no, that is Owens.
Ben Owens with the and one opportunity. Getting the crowd pumped up.
Valley View or Oakwood had a chance to take the lead, and they're about to go down 4 if Owens can make this free throw. Foul is on number 12, Mason Tolzeric.
There you see the turnover. You have to go the other way with that. There's too much space. Just got it from the corner. He's expecting that pass to the top of the key, Jared.
Free throw's good. Oakwood comes out, steals another pass. Shot is good by Ferguson.
Telegraphing their passes, just not smart basketball.
And all momentum on Valley View side, up 6 now.
If your vision is aimed in that direction for more than 2.5 seconds, Jared, I'd say someone's going to guess that you're about to pass the ball to them.
Oakwood has just looked sloppy those last 2 possessions. The turnover.
I think the presser just got to them in the moment.
And then Valley View came out of the full court press and just an easy steal right there for Tobias. Gives it off to Ferguson.
And it's crazy just how simple, like off-ball pressure can change a game. Just in every little way. Now Oakwood is worn down from running with these guys, getting bumped by these guys all game. And now they have to deal with off-ball pressure. No inches given.
Valley View being able to clog the passing lanes for the Spartans, or for the Lumberjacks these last couple possessions. Now Oakwood's going to come out in a stacked and gives it off to Epley. Gives it back to Tolzeric up court.
Valley View is very smart, continuously changing defensive looks.
Gives it off to Flannery. Flannery gives it to O'Hara. O'Hara gives it to Tolzeric. Epley's going to shoot a 3 in the corner, and it is good.
And all the slashing pays off for once in this game. Epley getting the space and one of the only open jump shots they've executed upon all night.
Cuts the lead in half with 3 minutes left in the game. And an illegal screen on JT Ferguson.
And despite The illegal screen called by the refs. Number 15, JT Ferguson, is going to be a guy to keep your eye on for the rest of the night. He's been very lethal so far and not forcing his game one bit.
4 fouls, though, for Ferguson in the game. 1 more, and Oakwood will be shooting the double bonus.
O'Hara hesitates for the 3. Passes it off to Tolarczyk.
Tolarczyk gives it back out to O'Hara. O'Hara's going to shoot the 3. It's no good. Rebound. He tracks it down. Off the glass is no good.
That was an easy putback there. He missed.
Kozarek on the other end is good.
2.5 minutes. They cannot get their head down. Only down by 5 here.
Epley gives it back up court. Back to Tolarczyk. Back to Epley. Epley pulls up front of the free throw line. Shot's no good. And a foul. I believe that one's going to be on number 25, Patrick O'Hara. Third on O'Hara.
They got to keep their eyes out now. Instead of Ferguson, you'll have Logan Tays. He's been a pretty big scorer for the Spartans tonight as well. Tobias will be running the point. Valley View with about 2 minutes left, up by 5.
Kozarek has it, drives baseline, loses it. Body's on the floor. Timeout called by Oakwood. Player on the court. Heads up timeout called by Oakwood.
Yeah, and you saw Kozarek was very confused. He thought a cutter was coming, and perhaps a cutter should have been coming. There's 2 guys clumped up at the high post there. Weston,
you see here in the replay, he got the ball and called the timeout. So Christian Reynolds pulling, doing everything on the court in that possession for the Lumberjacks. And now you have Oakwood's almost got to start shooting the 3s here. I mean, they've been left wide open so far this 4th quarter, and the coach almost wants them to shoot it.
And basically what the rest of this game draws on is what kind of defense is Zach Denny preparing over there for his team?
If I'm Oakwood, I mean, even if you miss the 3, if it hits off the backboard right, it's not going to fall just right into Setzer's hand for the Spartans. I mean, at least you're giving yourself a chance at a rebound, a long rebound.
Yeah, we'll see, Jared. I think you just pull out the easiest play you have right now. You need some positive momentum, need some confidence. I think whatever you have that can get you an easy layup, pull it out. Here we are, Tolarczyk will take the inbound out of this timeout.
It's a spot inbound too, so Tolarczyk cannot move the baseline. Tolarczyk gets it inbounded to Joe Lauterbach.
Very essential possession right here. Bringing the trap.
Gives it back to Tolarczyk. Gives it off. Flannery thought about the 3. Down low. Gives it off. Oakwood, the shot falls. That was Tolarczyk.
Beautiful ball movement, swinging it across the blocks, and Tolarczyk getting the position and nailing the easy layup. Now only down by 3.
Down low to Setzer. Setzer's shot is good. Back to a 5-point game.
And Valley View's Mr. Automatic in the post gets it done again. Brings the detriment back to 5.
Reynolds' shot is good. He answers right back. And Oakwood takes a quick timeout, 50-47 with 1:28 left in the game.
And Oakwood has not been this efficient all night, capitalizing in the most gargantuan of moments. Spartans up by 3. They have the ball.
1 timeout left, though, for Oakwood. So, I mean, if you're Oakwood, you have got to draw up a few possessions here, both offensively and defensively.
Honestly, just be extremely conservative. Whatever you have that can get the ball away from everybody, really.
And on rebounds, I know it's going to be hard, but you've got to box out Setzer for the Spartans.
Well, also, I take advantage of their lackluster rotation. Get the ball rolling on the left side like they like to, and then swing it from the corner over to that right wing, maybe get an open 3 or at the least reset the offense.
Well, the last couple possessions, Oakwood's been running a giant diamond right in the middle of the court on the inbounds, and Valley View's coming to seems almost trapped, and it's leaving an Oakwood player wide open for easy layups the last 2 possessions.
Also, the way Oakwood rotates is just leaving Setzer wide open to establish position with a lone person down there. They have no one with that kind of size.
No.
Or especially post defense. He's very skilled down there. We'll see what Valley View can draw up, though. It's like Owens will have the full court inbound. Kozaric, Tobias, Ferguson, and Setzer all on the court with him. And they'll go for a little trap of their own.
Tobias beats the trap, gives it off to Ferguson, gives it off to Owens. Owens drives, floater is good. Oakwood needs to move with urgency.
Gorgeous execution.
O'Hara drives in, kicks it over in the corner. Cahill has it poked away, and it's going to stay with the Lumberjacks.
It'll be Oakwood ball, and the crowd is ecstatic.
And now quickly, Oakwood subs in their best 3-point shooters with 1:02 left in the game, down 5. Tolzeric inbounds to, and it's poked away, but Oakwood corrals it with a minute left in the game.
A major miscue on the inbounds there. And Kozaric, the tremendous hustle, coming away with the ball and gets enough possession to call a timeout. That play might decide the game alone. Now let's talk about that Ben Owens floater in the play before. And that guy's really been an X factor of his own.
Yeah,
tremendous size.
I was surprised he took the floater. I thought he was going to drive more in, maybe get some contact.
Well, I saw Kozaric open on the wing from 3, but I really like what Ben Owens is able to do. He's 6'1". You see, he hesitated for that 3, and that's what created the spacing. He's been hitting 3s all night. He has really good size, really good skill. Also, some pretty nice passing ability. He's been a difference maker for these Spartans. Now with a 5-point lead, all they have to do is hold the ball here with 53 seconds left.
Valley View gets it in.
It's all in how Oakwood reacts right now. And another timeout called directly by Zach Denny. Buying some more time, perhaps, maybe just getting a look at Oakwood's defense real quick.
I don't know. It looked like Tobias kept trying to get away, and he just kept moving backwards, back into the Oakwood zone. But 50 seconds left, and still has to inbound it in the backcourt right in front of Oakwood's bench.
Well, you have to have some kind of press break drawn up here. You know exactly what they're going to do. They come with the trap at half court.
Oakwood does have a foul to give in this situation.
I'd be interested if they got a play that they drew up a play that had Setzer coming off of an off-ball screen back there or something. You see 3 Oakwood defenders at half court, 2 in the back, going straight for the trap.
Ball stolen away by the Lumberjacks.
Exactly what they wanted to do there.
Shot is good by Cahill. 40
Zach
seconds
O'Hara.
left. Oakwood or Valley View gets it inbounded. Ball stolen away. Oakwood calls the timeout. No, jump ball in favor of Oakwood.
And no call. I think he got the timeout off way before the jump ball. But
I thought he called the timeout, but it's going to stay with Oakwood. The possession arrows in favor of the Lumberjacks.
Wow, they're going to decide upon the timeout. That's what I thought had happened.
Oh, they actually gave Oakwood the timeout. Here you see O'Hara pokes the inbounds pass away. Heads up defense right there by the Lumberjacks.
Tobias really didn't see O'Hara out of his peripheral. I don't think so.
And then this is what everybody was looking at, and he clearly calls the timeout before the possession arrow. So, I mean, that's big for Oakwood. Now, I mean, you've got the timeout and you keep the possession arrow in your favor. But 30.8 seconds down 3. Everybody in the gym knows what's coming from Oakwood.
Definitely. I think they're going to draw something up to get Daniel Flannery
it's
isolated.
Either Flannery or Epley. It looks like the two strongest three-point shooters for the Lumberjacks.
And who knows? They might drop something just to get it within one.
Or, if anything, if it's there, you take the quick two and get back and play defense. You have a foul to give too. Oakwood set to inbound cross court at half court.
Huge group effort coming up here for the Spartans.
Tolzeric set to inbound. Tolzeric gets the inbound to Epley. 28 seconds left in the game. Epley drives to the paint, kicks it back out to, and Flannery has it over in the corner. Flannery drives into the paint, shots deflected. Offensive rebound, ball poked away.
A block by JT Ferguson.
And Oakwood fouls with 15.8 seconds left.
Oakwood foul. Number 21, Christian Reynolds.
That just about does this one.
I don't, if maybe we can rewind that last replay.
Yeah, I think he might have gotten the wrist on the way up.
JT Ferguson shooting the 1-and-1. It is up, and it is good. A 4-point game. Here you see here, watch 15, and he swipes the hand. That's a bad missed call by the refs.
Yeah, that was clearly the refs.
They've clearly missed a lot to contact tonight. Ferguson's second one is no good. Got to go up court quickly with 13 seconds left. Epley runs up court, gives it off to Flannery, over to Lauterbach. Lauterbach's three on the way is no good. Defensive rebound by Kozeric, and he's just going to dribble out the 3 seconds.
And this one is over.
Valley View holds on in a thriller and beats Oakwood 53-49 in our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. If the varsity game is half as good as this one, we're in for a treat for the next one. Signing off for Jared Bergstrom and Jeff Allen. We'll be back for the varsity game